Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank all of our new subscribers, all of our current subscribers and past subscribers for supporting the channel. It really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already done so, uh, click the subscribe button at the bottom, and it really helps out the channel. Uh, with that, let's go ahead and get into this. So we talked about the RMC Raptor coaster in our last video, and uh, the same section. Uh, I believe it was 2 days ago. Uh, one of the upper management team managers at Frontier City briefly, just barely briefly, chatted with the administrators in the group. Of course, I'm not going to show you the text or anything, the message or anything like that, but the comment popped up and said, uh, they are in the process of working with Six Flags to receive some kind of funding for rides with an S, plural form. So that gives us an idea of what they have been working on. Uh, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and work on some more videos about what type of rides that they could be trying to work on getting and what they are working on getting, which we still don't know which rides in the plural form that they're getting. Now, they asked us not to share the message or anything. They just asked us to let her, just they could say that, but that was it. That's all they mentioned, and there was no message returned back after we tried to get it confirmed. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start it with the Zamperla uh, double heart. Now, this ride is uh, it is compact. It is like it says, the tallest, longest, and fastest compact triple launch coaster. It could be the very first one of its kind anywhere in the world. Of course, it would be compact, and it can fit in the same spot where the amphitheater's at, where you see the sandbox, which is not there anymore. All that dead grassy dirt is in the square box. That right there alone is a large section of the park to a point. The white circle where you see represents the new maintenance building, which covers up most of the track. Uh, the amphitheater, you might as well probably forget about the concerts because with uh, the development of residential section and behind that is probably not going to go for any concerts with due to the fact that amplifiers are pretty loud. Uh, my guess is these uh, type of compact coasters are probably probably around 8 million or $8 to $10 million, and the height is 50 meters, which will run about 144 feet tall. That's just for the 50-meter one. The other one's much taller than that, which I don't see the park needing anything like that. It'd be a signature coaster, which the park really needs the most, and uh, the theming, you can theme it just about anything. Uh, there is a lot of land left over, which you probably place more rides on there. But again, we don't know if they're going to expand over into the boneyard or not, or the undeveloped land, the 60 acres. We don't know what their plans are for that, if this is involved in it or what. But this is pretty good news. Like I said, uh, the I think the double heart would probably be the best bet. The 50-meter one from Zamperla, it would draw a good crowd, and uh, it would help the park out in a lot of ways. So, like I said, the park asked us not to show the message that they sent, you know, for reasons, that way they don't get caught and terminated. You can't blame them about them working with Six Flags on getting funding for rides with an S, plural form. So we're not going to do it. I'm not going to jeopardize someone, their job. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Vekoma leech coaster. It it's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer probably than the area, but it can still be configured to interact with itself, go in and out of itself. The lift hill is, I think it's 131 feet uh, uh, tall, equals to 40 meters, which equals out to be 131 feet tall, or it could be a little bit higher than that. But my guess is uh, they could they could be working with Vekoma. Zamperla they work with heavy, and Vekoma they did work with due to Still Lasso back in 2008, which ran over $4 million back in 2008. Now, my guess on this leech coaster, uh, you really only need to run maybe up to two trains. Uh, from the looks of it, it doesn't take up a whole lot of land or a lot of space. You can still fit it in the same area as the back part of the amphitheater section. Well, the up there close to I don't know what you call it. The slipped my mind. There's a train building there. It can go up to that, but I don't know if they'd want to go that far up because that they use that building for certain certain events. But I'm not sure the price tag on this leech coaster. If I looked at it right, it was about $13 million, and I'm not for sure if the park's going to get that much on it, but we still don't know how much funding they're going to get for the rides that they mentioned, or that they said. Actually, they didn't mention what rides. Uh, I'm going to stick with probably Vekoma and Zamperla, and this Vekoma beach coaster is the type that would draw in a crowd uh, more so than probably the Vekoma double heart, because of the fact that uh, it's a longer duration, the ride that is, uh, and this would draw more of a crowd than the Vekoma would, in my view. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully hope and pray that the park does get Six Flags to give them the funding, because like I said, they said they're working with Six Flags to get the funding for the rides. I'm sure it's probably getting ready. They're getting ready for the Olympics to arrive, which is just a little bit over 3 years now. So we're just gonna have to sit and wait. I'm gonna keep making these videos until we hear the confirmation of what rides they're actually going to install. With that, I will cut this a little short, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button if you want to comment. Uh, Everyone take care of yourselves. Goodbye. See you next video. Goodbye.